Well, let's get more now on another story in the courts that Labour has agreed to pay substantial damages to 7 whistleblowers over defamatory and false allegations made against them following a BBC Panorama investigation in which they appeared on anti-Semitism. Well, Mark Lewis is a partner in the law firm Patron Law, representing the 7 Labour whistleblowers, and he joins us now on the phone. Mr. Lewis, can you give us the details of this agreement, please?
Well, the agreement settled cases. The Panorama programme was Labour anti-Semitic. And what happened was Labour at the time set out a campaign that really to make a statement to discredit the whistleblowers as disgruntled former employees and to blame the presenter, John Ware, as being all sorts of things, Islamophobic, fascist, etc., in order to discredit the programme and to distract from what it was saying. Today they came to court and they apologised and retracted exactly what they'd said and agreed to pay substantial damages.
Of course, this is a Labour Party with a very different leadership from the Corbyn era, really admitting mistakes about the previous management.
Well, there is an element of a new broom trying to sort out what happened, but this relates to what happened in the past, and unfortunately it's still it's a first battle of many battles to undermine and to exactly say what happened rather than the falsities that have been put out, even as recently as the leaked Labour report, which makes a whole issue of people which are false and which have to be challenged in the courts.
Has this payment of damages been accompanied by the full apology that the 7 have also been wanting?
Yes, I mean, they've not just apologised to the whistleblowers, but they've also apologised to John Ware for undermining his journalism and the questions he asked. They said it was effectively they were Trumpian fake news, and this has been challenged in the court, and the Labour Party has accepted that what was said was not faked at all.
Just finally, could you tell us a little bit more about who these whistleblowers are and what, if anything, they've said to you they plan to do with this payment to them?
Well, you know, there are people who took on a job because they love the Labour Party, people who worked in the Labour Party, but they were swamped with complaints, not just of anti-Semitism, but complaints of misogyny, etc., having to deal with them, and at the same time having to deal with a faction dispute to them, saying that we want to deal with these complaints, we want to deal with them properly. People were pushed to the very edge of stress, and you know, one of the whistleblowers gave evidence in the Panorama of being very close to taking his own life because of the amount of attacks that they were being put to.
Mr. Lewis, thank you very much indeed for joining us. Mark Lewis, their lawyer for the 7 Labour whistleblowers who've received damages and apology from the Labour Party today following their participation in a programme on anti-Semitism.